Isabella, and today I'm up here to talk to you about visual impairment and the blind. Visual impairment or low vision is basically poor vision that can't be corrected with eyeglasses, contact lenses, eye surgery, etc. Vision acuity is 20/70 or poorer, which means that the person can see at 20 feet what others can see at 70 feet. Now, what does it mean to be legally blind? Legal blindness is a level of visual impairment that has been defined by law either to limit allowed activities such as driving for safety reasons or to determine eligibility for government-funded benefits. To be considered legally blind, your vision acuity must be 2200 or worse. So does anybody here know anybody who is visually impaired or blind? Well, I do. My little sister was diagnosed with congenital glaucoma at the age of 4. She was rushed into surgery to prevent further vision loss. My mom decided to take her to the doctor after she noticed my sister's increased sensitivity to light and how she was continuously tired and she was confusing immediate family members for each other. So she would call my brother mom and vice versa. It's super important to notice these signs early because if we had noticed my sister's signs any later than we did, she would be completely blind right now. So here's another symptom we noticed. Her eyes move side to side really fast. It's called nystagmus. Pupils may seem white or cloudy. Eyes don't follow your face or an object. That's a big sign. And eyes don't react to bright light being turned on in a room. It's another big sign. And in children, they might hold things up close to their face, rub their eyes a lot, seem clumsy, run into stuff. And they're sensitive to the light. They get tired easily because they have focused so much energy on seeing. And then get tired after looking at things close, like reading. And then they might turn or tilt their head or cover one eye when looking at them. Here are the main causes of blindness. Cataracts, as you can see, is a big one. It's basically when the lens of your eye is cloudy. It's common in older people. Half of Americans over 75 years of age have cataracts. Glaucoma is a big one. Age-related macular degeneration is a common eye disorder that causes central vision loss. It doesn't cause total blindness because the peripheral vision isn't affected. Diabetic retinopathy is a condition that occurs as a result of damage to the blood vessels of the retina in people who have diabetes. They can have type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, or just a long history of high blood sugar. Here's what someone with diabetic retinopathy might see. And then with glaucoma, it's more like tunnel vision. And this is macular degeneration. And then that's what someone might see with cataracts because it's blurry and cloudy.
My blindness was caused by retinopathy of prematurity. There's a big bunch of us out there, I guess about 10,000 of us.
I was born 2 months premature. My condition is retinopathy of prematurity, so I'm one of triplets, and we were born about, I believe it was 3 weeks prematurely.
I, along with my fraternal twin sister, were born prematurely, 3 months prematurely.
And had 12 days of full oxygen. And that took all the sight in the right eye, had 20/70 in the left eye.
We were placed in oxygen, and because we received too much oxygen, my eyes were damaged.
And we were both placed in the incubators to allow our lungs to develop so that we could breathe properly, and the oxygen from the incubator damaged our retinas.
I can sense that there's light in the room. I'll see maybe a little bit of shade change, but that's it. It's like looking through frosted glass.
I am currently the Director of Advocacy and Governmental Affairs for the California Council of the Blind. I currently am working as a career counselor at California State University, Long Beach.
I finished my first month as an operator at the Consolidated Call Center at Travis Air Force Base.
I am a retired claims consultant from the Automobile Club of Southern California.
If a person is blind, they can pretty much do whatever things they feel passionate about doing.
We could cook for ourselves, and we could clean for ourselves and fend for ourselves.
We have all the same desires, hopes, dreams as everyone else.
Blindness isn't a death sentence.
My parents always brought my sister and me up to know how to match our clothes and to not have to rely on other people to set our clothes out for us.
For me, it's not about what blindness isn't, it's more about what it is. What can you do, not about your limits.
How does a blind person take care of a baby? Well, a blind person does it the same way as anyone else. Babies are, and children in general, they are incredibly noisy little people. It's when they're quiet you worry.
My sister and I lived on our own since we were 20 years of age.
My name is Robert Wint.
I'm Sherry Gabrielson.
My name is Pamela Apology.
I'm Frank Welty.
Just because we're blind doesn't mean we have to sit at home or wait for handouts.
Most importantly, blindness isn't a tragedy.
We would rather have a hand up and become as independent as possible.
It doesn't ruin a life unless somebody wants their life to be ruined or allows their life to be ruined because they're governed by myths about what it means to be blind.
I remember one time when my brother and sister-in-law were going to a drive-in, and they could both see, of course, and they invited me to go along, and we were getting ready to go in the car in the old days of drive-ins, and my sister-in-law said, "Pam, sit up in front with us so you can see better." And she was serious. And my brother and I cracked up, and I thought, well, that was great, because I knew she doesn't think of me as her blind sister-in-law. She just thinks of me as me, and she wasn't even thinking about the fact that I didn't really need to see it.
Here I just have some assistive devices and technology. Like this is Braille. Here's a seeing eye doc, and this is a computer that you put like words under or whatever you need to see, and it'll like make it way big for them. And then there's one of their walking sticks or a white cane. And assisting the visually impaired, we want to approach, ask, and assist because not all people who are blind or visually impaired will want assistance. Sighted guide is basically when they like take your arm and you like guide them around. You don't want to leave doors ajar, you want to leave them completely open or you want to close them. How not to greet a blind person.
Guess who?
I really don't know. You guys look all the same to me.
Oh my gosh, I remember you. Did you remember me? We met like on your third visit. Remind me again?
Oh, hey Crystal, remember me?
I'm not sure. I mean, I do meet a lot of people at home.
Hey, I thought today was leg day.
Hey, who is that?
It's Cameron, your personal trainer. Good, long time no see. Who are you?
They just run up to me and they're like, "Hey, Lena, how's it going?" I'm like, "Hey, who is this?" It's like a little stress because you're trying to figure out who is this person, who am I talking to? Well, I know it shouldn't take as long for an introduction when somebody walks up to you, but with my vision being impaired, I would appreciate if somebody would say, "Hey, it's Kathy, how are you doing?"
So obviously you always want to identify yourself, like you said in the video. You don't want to assume the person will recognize you by your voice. Address the person by their name so they know that you're talking to them. And you want to speak naturally and clearly because the loss of eyesight does not mean the loss of hearing. Continue to use body language because it actually can affect your tone of voice, and it will give a lot of extra information to the vision. Give specific and accurate directions. You want to say, "Oh yeah, it's over there. It's to your left." So that's it for the sides. Do you have any questions?
did. I learned that you gotta actually help them out, say something, because I did get a little scared during the blindfold test, and it just opened a new door to understanding how they are, how things work. So it gives them I give them more empathy now. Like, I know how they are. I should definitely help them out. All of it, definitely all of it. Like, I did not know any of that. Like, yeah, we touched it in class, but all of it was new. So definitely good. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yeah, when I'm helping people that are blind, when I work at a hospital. Almost all of it, except for the part about how people see when it's 20/70. It was weird because I had the cane, so I felt like we were going to the left when we were going to the right, or I felt like we were not going straight when we were going straight, and it was just
Disorienting.
yeah.
Yeah.